If you want to reach the status of a man who's in the top 1% for natural testosterone levels in your age group, you need to stop doing what average men are doing and do what the 1% man is doing instead. So I'm going to reveal to you what a 1% man's diet looks like, both what he eats and especially what he doesn't eat and why. Be sure to watch the whole thing because I'm about to give you some key revelations that will change your food paradigm. First, you need to understand that the men who have attained the status of having a top 1% natural testosterone level for their age group are not like other men, because you don't get 1% results by doing what everyone else is doing. The men who do what everyone else is doing usually end up on TRT, but the man who's in the top 1% of health, energy, and testosterone levels for his age group doesn't need to take exogenous testosterone because his diet and lifestyle are fueling optimal endogenous testosterone production. For me at age 48, my testosterone level of 1,196 nanograms per deciliter puts me in the top 1% of my age group, and I show my clients how to double and even triple their testosterone levels so they can be 1% men in their health and their testosterone levels as well. The first thing we need to talk about is what a 1% man does not eat. And a 1% man does not eat junk food because he knows that the old adage of you are what you eat is a biological reality. No junk food means no fast food like McDonald's or Burger King. It also means avoiding big chain restaurants because most restaurant food isn't much better than fast food chains since they tend to buy their food from the same restaurant suppliers. No junk food also means no highly processed foods like chips, crackers, pizza, pasta, bread, pastries, cakes, and pies, and all of that kind of quasi-food that comes in a package and has a bunch of preservatives to keep it shelf stable. No junk food also means no processed sugar and no soda or other sugary drinks. So a 1% man might shop at Costco, but he won't ever eat at the food court there. He's not eating the hot dog and soda combo, guaranteed. No junk food also means no seed oils. So a 1% man will never eat soybean oil, canola oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower, or any other seed oil because he knows those oils are highly inflammatory. So these seed oils, or vegetable oils as they're often called, are partially unsaturated, which makes them very unstable and easily degraded by heat. So by the time you consume a seed oil, it's already degraded and rancid, which creates massive inflammation in your body, and that's why a 1% man goes to any lengths necessary to avoid them. A 1% man will also never eat soy or tofu because soy is a phytoestrogen that can cause lower testosterone levels. So everything that I just named are the normal foods of the standard American diet, but these are the foods that the average man eats. And these days, the average man's testosterone levels are 30 to 50% lower across all age groups than they were just 30 years ago. So remember that you are what you eat. Well, the food of the standard American diet is making the average man soft and weak with low testosterone. So you don't want to eat like an average man. You want to eat like a 1% man. The foundation of a 1% man's diet is high quality animal protein, because protein is the basis for all of our organs and especially our muscles. The average man does not eat enough protein, and the protein he does eat is usually not high quality. So when I say high quality protein, I'm not talking about meats from animals on factory farms that are full of hormones and antibiotics. I'm talking about animals that live their lives on a pasture, eating their natural diet of grass and never being injected with hormones or antibiotics. So the king of high quality meats is beef or buffalo that's grass-fed and grass-finished, which means they weren't fattened up on grains at all. Grass-finished beef has an ideal ratio of omega-3 and 6 fats, along with being very rich in micronutrients. Wild-caught fish is another high-quality meat that a 1% man will eat often. Notice I said wild-caught and not farmed, because farm fish is usually very toxic. Wild fish is far more clean and pure, and it's much more nutrient-dense than farm fish. Grass-fed beef liver is also on this list because it's incredibly dense in micronutrients, and it's also high in protein. Now, you might not eat liver because you don't like the taste, but a 1% man makes sure he's eating the right foods, and he finds a way to make them taste good. Rounding out the protein category are eggs from pastured chickens because egg yolks are extremely nutrient dense, especially from chickens that are pastured and able to eat bugs. Speaking of bugs, only chickens and other birds should be eating bugs because they're perfectly adapted to turning those bugs into nutrients, unlike humans. A 1% man will never eat the bugs. Remember that. Another key point here is that a 1% man is not a vegetarian or a vegan because diets that are lacking in high quality animal protein eventually lead a man to having low testosterone levels. Now, I see men on the standard American diet that end up with the same kind of low testosterone levels as men who don't eat meat at all. It's really just a matter of time for both diets because they're both lacking high quality animal protein. So even though there's some low quality meat in the standard American diet, the men who eat it eventually become protein deficient because that diet is mostly carbohydrates and low quality fats. Speaking of fats, a 1% man eats only the best fats because he knows that the fats we eat make up the membranes of all of our cells. That means he only eats fats like grass-fed butter, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, coconut oil, and high quality olive oil, along with the fats that come from organic or raw dairy, as well as whatever is in the meat that he's eating. But a 1% man doesn't just eat protein and fat. And now I know that carnivore and other ultra low carb diets are very popular right now, but you won't find many 1% man with naturally high testosterone eating that way because carbs are important for fueling your workouts, and they're also very important for your thyroid health. And when you look at your body from a holistic health perspective, you see that the thyroid gland plays a crucial role in testosterone production, which means that if you want peak natural testosterone levels, you need carbs from the right sources. A 1% man eats carbohydrates from whole foods, and he eats very few grains, often no grains at all, and of course he isn't eating carbs from processed foods. Instead, he gets his carbs from things like sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, squashes, fruit, and honey, and when he's eating out, rice is on the menu too. Now, most of a 1% man's food is cooked at home, so he can control the quality of all of the ingredients and make sure he's not eating the seed oils that are so commonly used in restaurants. Now, he either does his meal prep himself or he does it with help from his wife and girlfriend. Now, when a 1% man does eat out, he usually orders grass-fed steak or wild-caught fish, along with a whole food carb on the side, because you can know that those are clean. Of course, he'll eat whatever vegetables that he actually enjoys, and they'll almost always be organic, and they'll be cooked in butter to make sure the micronutrients are maximally bioavailable. When it comes to hydration, a 1% man doesn't drink soda, energy drinks, or low-quality water in plastic bottles. He drinks filtered or spring water out of glass bottles. Again, that adage of "you are what you eat" isn't just a cute little slogan, it's a biological reality. The protein you eat becomes your muscles and organs. The fats you eat become your cell walls. The carbohydrates you eat become the fuel for your mitochondria and your thyroid, and the macronutrients in your diet become your testosterone, and a lot more. And that's why I show my clients exactly how to eat like a 1% man and how to spend a minimal amount of time doing it. And so the result is that they double and even triple their natural testosterone levels. Of course, there's a lot more than just diet involved in attaining top 1% testosterone levels naturally, but you have to have the right diet as your foundation. So now that you know what the diet of a 1% man looks like, here's another video on how to naturally double or even triple your testosterone levels, and it has information you're definitely gonna need, so be sure to check it out.